Welcome everyone. So in this session we'll talk about heads of income. So when we talk about the heads of income, section no section 14 explains about the section 14 of income tax 1961 explains or classifies the total income of an assessee under certain heads for the purpose of what? Charging income tax. So classifies total income of an assessee under following heads. First one is salaries. Salary. Okay. Second one is income from house property. Okay. Third one is profit and gains of business or profession. Profit and gains of business profession. And fourth one is capital gains. What is capital gains? Maybe from a company, maybe from a fixed deposit, etc. Can be called as a capital gains. Okay, next one is income from other sources. Income from other sources. So let us discuss about salaries. One second. The first one is salary. So salary is one of the head of income. So actually say it as salary, there must be a relationship of employee and employer. So there shall be a relationship of employee and employer. Okay, so there shall be a relationship. Okay, then we can call it as salary. Okay, then this portion, I mean like the remuneration, is called as salary. Okay, so this relationship is mandatory for you're saying like that particular amount that you got is you credited to your account is salary. Have an example: your father getting salary from I mean like the institution he works, right? And mother might be a housewife, consider. Okay, it's an example. and your father has made some fixed deposit, and definitely getting some interest from the fixed deposit, that is less than 5 percentage. Okay, it is not considered as a salary. Rent, uh, you have some property that is called as leverage income. Even though you are not working, you will get rent from your property. That is called leverage. It comes to the what? It comes to the bank account of your mother. And your mother is saying like it is a salary. No, we cannot consider it as a salary. Your father cannot give a salary to mother. Okay, so there shall be an employee-employer relation. There is no employee or employer relation between wife and husband. Okay, so that kind of a relation is mandatory to consider a certain amount as a salary. So employer is a person who can control and terminate. Okay, who can control and terminate and dismiss the employee. So employee is a person who has to follow the direction as per the employer. So that kind of conditions are also there in employer employee relation. Conditions are also there, right? So actually the meaning of salary is taken to be as very or every payment made by an employer. Okay, every payment made by an employer, okay, to his employee. Okay, to his employee for the service rendered, and which would be chargeable to tax for the service rendered. Okay, for the service rendered, and it is applicable for what? For income tax, for the salary. So the salary which includes both the monetary payments, like monetary means what? Monetary means money related. Monetary payments, like salary, like bonus, okay, commission, not illegal commission, okay, allowance, and non-monetary, non-monetary things like housing accommodation. Okay, then medical facilities, maybe insurance, medical insurance or medical facilities, then interest free loans, etc. So consider as a salary. Okay, so what about income from, next is the second one is income from house property. Let us learn about that. Income from house property. All right. So income from house property is one of the head of income. Okay. So maybe you'll get a rent from the house, the property that you own, right? So under section 22 income tax, IT Act 1961. So income tax is payable by an assessee on the annual value of the property consisting of a building and land, apportioned of which he is the full owner. So if the income he is making, a owner is making from a property of his own title, okay, it is, you know, he is considered to be as like the owner, and he is earning income from this property. Definitely he is entitled to pay tax as per section 22 of Income Tax Act 1961. Okay. So if the house is occupied by the assessee of his own business, then the profit of such business are not taxable under this head. So he is, taking, have an example. mm, you know he is taking this building for his own business, then so he will consider, take it as, um, you know uh, the income generated from this property, the income generated due to this property, or income generated with this property, is not taxable. Not taxable. All right. So if it is given as a rent, have an example, income generating from this property is taxable. If the income generating with this property due to his business, his own business, it is not taxable under this head. So the annual value of the property consists of any building or land apportioned thereto, of which the assessee is the owner, is chargeable to income tax under the head income from house property. So the annual value of the property or of any building, have an example, you know apportion to means, you know the land which is near, land plus, you know building. Apportion means near to the building or near to the land. If there is a land and near to the land there is a building, then both is generating revenue. Definitely it will be taken annually, if it is a taxable income, definitely the assessee who is the owner is chargeable under income tax or income from house property. So what is the exception of this rule? Such portion of such property as the owner occupies for the purpose of any business or profession carried on him, the profit of which are chargeable to income tax. That means if actually if the owner itself occupies for the purpose of any business or profession carried out him, if there is any profit, coming from the business, here we said, if his own business, then the uh, rent or anything, it is not chargeable. So even though if I am taking my own business, my own building or my own land for my own business, definitely, um, you know uh, as per the company act, definitely I have to show the rent of the building I occupy. If there is no rent, then I can take it. If I want to show the rent, definitely the income from the rent from my own property of through my own business is not chargeable. But if I am generating some profit with the help of my business which is happening in my house itself, have an example, I am making a cottage industry of making pickles in my house, and definitely, uh, you know the income generated from my property. Have an example. So pickle is uh, from my land. I mean, like, the raw materials I getting from my land itself. That means in the building nearby the land, apportioned land, definitely I have a mango orchards. Consider mango orchards. Okay. So with the help of the mango, I'm making pickles and definitely getting profit. So that profit, it is chargeable under what head? Under income from a house property. Income from house property. And they are chargeable for sales tax also. But they are chargeable for what? Income from the house property too. Understood? So next one is, so people believe that I'm just giving the sales tax. I'm just you know uh, levying the sales tax. Then why should I give income tax? Okay, okay, I will give income tax. In what basis? I don't have a salary. I'm just making pickle and I'm selling. I'm giving sale tax also. I have GST number. I don't have much income. So if you are making income through your house property or apportioned land, definitely you have to pay income tax, as well as income tax under house and property, and sales tax also. So another one is a profit and gains of a business and profession. Profession means what? Lawyer is a profession, doctor is a profession. Okay. Even lawyer has to give the bill. Okay. If the doctor has to give the bill to the client. So the word business includes what? Any trade, commerce, manufacture, or any adventure or concern in the nature of trade, commerce, or manufacture. So production of goods from raw materials, buying and selling of goods to make profit, and providing service to others are different forms of business, right? Different forms of e-commerce is a form of business. So profit arising from such activities, that is selling and selling of goods, or buying and reselling of goods, whatever it is a not only goods, but have an example. A doctor, he is not selling any goods. Until and unless he provide medicine, then it is a good. He is giving service. Advocate is giving service, he is not selling any goods. Okay. So even consider profit and gain of a business or profession can be comes under product or services as well. Okay. So so what exactly? Profit arising from such act of a business, okay, is taxable. Is taxable. Okay. So the profit arising from such activities are chargeable to tax under what? Profit of gains, of business or profession. So income derived from the practice of profession is also chargeable. Income derived from profession or practice of profession is also chargeable under what? Profit and gains of business or profession. So the word profession includes vocation also. What do you mean by vocation? Vocation means what exactly? A goldsmith is doing his vocation, right? His vocation, that is his profession. Okay, so vocation, a blacksmith is doing his vocation, right? You know about vocational higher secondary, vocational courses. Have an example, a workshop mechanic, he's doing a vocation. Okay, it is also comes under service. Okay, so the word vocation means natural ability of a person for some particular work. Natural ability of person to have an example, coconut pluckers. Okay, it is a vocation. Okay, skillful worker can be considered as a vocational worker. Okay, so the income acquired by a lawyer, a chartered accountant, a tax expert, an architect, an engineer, a doctor, a teacher, and so on are considered to be income from profession. So, however, if such person is employed by some other person and he gets a salary, then we cannot say that he is getting um, you know he's getting salary. No, if he is hired by some other person and he getting a salary from his employer, the income will be chargeable under which head? Salary head, not from a business or. So if he is single and he is a self-employed person and he is doing his business, and from his business he is getting no income, definitely it is considered to be comes under derived from profit and gains. Income derived from his business or profession should be chargeable under profit and gains of a business or profession. Okay, next is capital gain. So what exactly capital gain? So if you are transfer the capital means asset. Okay, from that you are getting, from that way you are getting you know some amount. Have an example, a cola company is selling their brand equity, they are getting their you know capital assets. So they are getting the amount from their capital assets, then that amount is taxable under the head of income tax, comes under capital gains. So capital gain means what? Any profit arising from the transfer of a capital asset. Transfer of a capital asset. So any profit, okay, any profit arising from the transfer of a capital asset is called. So there are certain exemptions from tax have been provided for income from capital gain. So the capital gain are an important factor in aggravating economic inequalities. It comes under 45 to 55A. So capital asset. What is capital asset? So capital asset means any kind of a property held by an assessee, okay, whether or not connected with his business or profession. That is called as a capital assets. Includes movable and immovable assets, tangible and intangible assets, corporal or incorporeal rights, shares of a partner in a firm, goodwill of a firm. As I said, the brand equity of a firm. Brand. I'm selling only the brand, not the company. I'm selling the brand. A cola company is selling the brand. From that, I get some money. It's called as, what? No, you know about a Medimix. Medimix has sold its brand to Hindustan Unilever. He got some, solatium of money. So, what is that? It is what exactly called as capital gain with that brand. It is called as a brand equity also. So, what exactly? If I am selling my asset, have an example, a movable or immovable asset, tangible and intangible, software. I'm selling my patent. I'm selling my patent, right? Getting some money. So I'm getting 16 lakhs from my patent. It is a capital asset. So it is chargeable under what? Capital. So what is capital? Capital asset means a brand equity. That means a brand value. Okay. Equity, brand value when I sells brand name. Next, a movable property, that is a car, might be movable. Immovable property might be a land or house. A tangible, that means I can touch that kind of a property. A movable property can be a tangible. Intangible, softwares or patent or idea of if I am generating idea and selling that idea. Okay, business idea. Okay, can be considered as a capital assets. Goodwill of a firm. Goodwill of a firm. I'm sending. I'm just selling. So any profit or gain arising from the transfer of what? Capital assets affected in the previous year shall be chargeable to income tax as capital gains. Okay. So what next? Income from other sources. Three, four, five. Income from other sources. So it is where a source of income does not specifically fall under any one of the other heads of income, namely salaries, income from house property, profit and gains of a business or profession, capital gains. Such income is to be brought to charge under section 56 under the head. So what are the other source of income? Namely, I mean, like the what exactly we mentioned. So beyond that income, salary income, house from property income, profit from gain of a business or profession, capital gains. So other than this, what kind of income that you are generating comes under income from other source. So this is the residual. What is mean by residual? It is called as residual is what we say. The excess, it is not excess. In Malayalam we call it as avashishtam, or we call it as like shishtam, like ബാക്കി വരുന്നത്. Okay, so residual shares are there. The equity shareholders will get residual shares. So we learned about those things also. So residual is again, it is not waste. It is not waste. It is the pending. Consider it as pending. Okay, pending. So like it is not the right word, pending. Let me check. 1 second. Oh yeah, balance. Balance. Consider it as balance. Okay. Yes. So so what exactly? 1 second. 1 second. Yeah. Yes. So so actually the residual head of a charge of income. So residuary head of income would be invoked only if all the following conditions are applicable. Like this shall be a taxable income. This shall be a taxable income. Second, maybe have an example, a fixed deposit. The the interest from the fixed deposit is a taxable income. Okay. Then lucky dip. Okay, it's a taxable income, not a gift tax. Lucky dip in the sense, it is not lucky dip. It is a kind of you know we call it as like monthly we'll pay, and we'll get the lot and we'll get a lump sum of money. Okay, so such income must not have exempted from tax. Income has not exempted. Okay, such income should not fall under any of the four which I have said. Not fall under any of the above said four heads. Okay, then like salary, income from house, properties and gains, etc. Okay, so such kind of incomes are kind of a bank interest, pension, draws, etc. So these are the different heads of income. Okay, different heads of income. Let us sum up salaries, income from house property, profit and gains of a business and profession, capital gain, income from other sources. So these are the you know different heads of chargeable income. Okay, heads of income. So thank you so much.